We will be using sine, cosine, and tangent to solve for missing sides. We need to remember our proportions of sine, cosine, and tangent. So I know sine of our angle equals opposite over hypotenuse. We know cosine of our angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse. And the last one, tangent of our angle equals opposite over adjacent. I'm going to put angle inside all of these. Sine of our angle, cosine of our angle equals tangent of our angle equals. We're going to use that to solve these. We're going to be doing the top 3 problems in this lesson. We'll save the bottom 3 for the next one. Here's my angle. Let's figure out what sides I have in relation to that angle. Here's the right angle, 90 degrees. So that means across from it is the hypotenuse. Okay, is 15 opposite of 40 or next to it? Well, it's opposite. So that is O. And now we're going to set up our proportion. Sine of 40 equals opposite on top, hypotenuse on the bottom. 15 over x. I like to times both sides by x right now. And then I'm going to use my calculator, and I'm going to go sine of 40. Now, I want you to do a double check. I want you to go to mode. Here it is, next to the second button. You need to make sure here that degrees is highlighted. If it's not, you will get the wrong answer. Okay, make sure degrees is highlighted. Now I can say the sine. We're going to be using sine, cosine, and tangent. So sine of 40. And I get 0.6428. We're around to the 4th decimal spot. I can flip these now and say 0.6428x equals 15. What do I need to do to get the x alone? Divide both sides by 0.6428, 0.6428. And so let's see, 15 divided by 0.6428, and we get 23.3. X is 23.3. Move on to the next one. Here's my unknown side. Here's my angle. Let's figure out what sides in relation to that angle we have. I know this is the hypotenuse. And is x next to or across from? Well, it's next to your angle, so that means it's adjacent. A and H. So CAH, A and H. Now I can set up my proportions. Cosine of our angle equals adjacent in the numerator, hypotenuse in the denominator. X over 20. I like to solve this similarly. We're going to times both sides by 20. And now I can just type this in my calculator. 20 times the cosine of 5. Here we go, like this. 20 times the cosine of 35. Your homework will have you round to the nearest tenth. We get 16.4. And the last one. Here is our angle. There's the hypotenuse, but it's not one of the sides we know. Let's figure out what these other two. X is across from, so it's opposite, and 10 is next to, so it's adjacent. SOH CAH TOA. TOA has the O and the A, so tangent. Tangent of our angle equals opposite over adjacent. Let's get rid of that divide by 10 times both sides by 10. Now you can just type this in your calculator, 10 tangent of 28. Round to the nearest tenth, and I get 5.3. Now let's come back over to this first one. How come I couldn't just type this one into my calculator like I was able to here and here? Because we had our variable, right? And so we had to calculate it and divide both sides by that. So watch for when your x is in the bottom of your proportion.